Hello everyone. Let's start the next session of the Java. So while I was discussing about class, I said what is class? Class is a collection of similar kind of object. You must have studied C++ also, and in C++ you have also studied that what we define inside a class. We can define two things: properties and functionality. So you can say properties and methods inside a class you can define in the Java also. Now, how to create? Till now we have just created main method inside the class. Now we need to learn how to create more methods inside Java. And you all know that Java is a pure object-oriented programming language. So whatever we define, we have to do everything inside the class only. So how to create a method inside a class? So I believe that every one of you know the syntax of any method, that is return type, method name. And if the method is receiving the argument, you have to define the argument and then the body of the method. So that is the syntax of creating method inside the Java. Now, that's very simple. I have created a class ABC. Here inside the class I have created a method display, void display. And inside display I have given some SOP message, hello and how are you. Now I have created a main method and given a message SOP welcome. Now when you will compile this program, a class file will created abc.class, and when you will run this program you will see the output welcome. Now the question arises, hello and how are you is not coming. Why? Because you have created the method but you have not called it. Now the question arises, how to call the method of a class. So if you will remember C, you must have remembered you just need to call it by using display semicolon. If you will remember C++, you must have remembered that we need to create an object of the class. Then by using the object we can call the method of a class. Same thing in Java also. If you want to call the method, first of all you need to create the object of the class, then you can call the method. Now the question arises, how to create the object of a class. Look, in Java, object are reference type. What is the meaning of reference type? Reference type means reference type variables are the variables which is not going to contain directly value inside it, which contains the address of the memory location where actual value is stored. So for creating an object, you just need to write class name, object name. But remember, when you will call the method by using that object name, an exception will come, null pointer exception. The question arises, why this null pointer exception is coming? Because object is created, means object is containing null right now, because the no memory has been allocated for the object. As object is a reference type, as per definition we know reference type variables are the variables which holds the address of the memory location where actual value is stored. Now because we have not created the memory, that's why that reference is holding the null. And but obvious, you are calling any method with the null reference, that will give you an exception, that null pointer exception is coming. Question arises, how to define the memory? For defining the memory, you have to instantiate the object, which was not in C++, because C++ was not a pure object-oriented programming language. Java is pure object-oriented. So for creating the if you are creating the object, you are just creating a reference which is by default containing null. Now that reference, you have to give some memory address to the reference, means you need to create memory. And for creating a dynamic memory operator is used new, and then you need to write object name equals to new and class name. Actually this is not a class name, that is a constructor. So any method which has the same name as the name of class, you must know that is nothing but a constructor. So that is a way to instantiate the object. So first you need to create the object and then you need to instantiate it. So class name, object name you have created, and then you are instantiating it by writing object name equals to new class name. Now you can write this both statement in a single statement also, that class name object equals to new class name. So now you have created the object. So in the previous example, we need to create the object of class ABC, then we need to instantiate it, and then we call the method as per the requirement. So let's see an example again. There is a class ABC. I have created a display method. Now I have created an object of class ABC. So whenever you are going to call a method of a class, you first need to create the object of that class. So for calling any method of a class, you need to create the object of that same class. So because the method is defined inside class ABC, you need to create the object of class ABC. Let's suppose in your program there are 4 classes and you want to call the class 1 method. You need to create the object of class 1 in any class. Now, the one more question is coming, must be in your mind, that in C++ by default the methods are private. What is in Java? So in Java there is no concept of by default members are private. Here the by default members are default. So we'll discuss about all the access specifier in detail, but right now you do not need to worry, that is not private. So now you can see inside the main method I have created an object obj1. Now I am calling obj1.display. I have created one more object obj2 and I am calling display method of by using obj2. Now what will be the output? So first of all, welcome welcome. Then you have created the object, instantiated it and called the display method. So then the message will come, hello, how are you? Welcome. Then hello, how are you? Then again by using object 2 you have called display method. So again hello and how are you will come. And then end will come. So main is an entry and exit point, that will be a true concept, that will be true here also. Now I'm going to create one more class. So let's suppose I have created a class ABC. I have imported a util package. Why I have imported? Because I want to take the value from the user. So I have instantiated the scanner class object. So I have told you about the scanner class in the previous session in detail. Created 3 variables inside void add method. Now variable scope, whatever the variable you are creating inside the method, that has a local scope, means these variables can be accessed within the method only. So this ABC can be accessed within this add method. Now you have taken 2 values, added it. I have created one more function, subtract method. I have created one more method, subtract, and in subtract method I have taken 2 value and again display the result. Now inside main method, first line will come welcome. Then I have called add method. So add method will be called. You will take 2 values, the value will get added. Then you are calling subtract method. Again you will take 2 values, the value will get subtracted, and then end of program will come. Now my question from you that we can create as many method as you want. So if you want to create 50 method, you can create 50 methods. So as per the requirement of the software, we create as many method as you want. At the time of calling, you just need to take care that you have to create first the object, then you need to instantiate it, and then you need to call it. Now the question arises, there is one thing which is coming in my mind. So let's suppose I have created 2 method, add and subtract. In both the method, I need 3 variables ABC. So can I define it into the class scope? That is known as instance variable. So if you are going to create an instance variable, you do not need to create the variables in every method again. That instance variable can be accessed in any method of the class. So how to create an instance variable? Let's see. So inside a class, I have created an instance variable ABC. And now you are looking that in add method, I have not declared yet, I am just accessing it. So because ABC are instance variable, this can be accessed in any method of the class. You can see that in subtract method, I am also accessing it. And in main method, I am just calling the add and subtract method, and it will work perfectly. So we have seen about the scope of the variable. There are 2 scopes in Java. The first is local scope and the second one is instance scope. Local scope means what? That local variable can be only accessed within that method. But if I am discussing about instance variables are the variables which can be accessed in any method of the class. Now my question from you, so this program will run properly, there will be no issue. Now my question from you, that can I access that ABC in main method also? So a question from very first day I am asking to you, and I have told you that later I will tell you about it. Why public static in Java? If I am going to create void main, why I am writing public static? So somehow I am going for this question. I am going to solve this question right now. Now my question from you again is what? This ABC is an instance variable and main is a method which is also defined inside a class. So can I access this ABC variable in main method? Just try to write here a equals to 5 inside the main. And when you will compile, you will see an exception, an error will come. Compile time error will come, and the error will be written like you are attempting to access non-static variable in a static reference. Wow, what is this error? And why it is coming? If I am telling that is an instance variable, and instance variable can be accessed in any method of a class, main is also defined inside a class, why I am unable to access the ABC variables, instance variable inside the main method? I have told you earlier also that multiple things we learn inside Java with the help of errors. And if you will see the error, if you are going to write a equals to 5 or 10 inside the main, the error will come like you are attempting to access non-static variable in a static reference. Means it must be a problem of a static and non-static somewhere. Still I am unable to, I am not able to think that if main is also defined inside a class, why I am unable to access this ABC inside a main method. So I'm stopping today, and I'm giving you to execute this program and try to access this ABC instance variable inside the main method, and just see the error what is coming. Definitely you will see that it will be written as you are accessing non-static variable in a static reference. And try to explore on Google, and then when I'll tell you about the resolution of the problem, you will automatically understand why I'm creating main as a static. So that is a very important question from the interview perspective. In interview, they'll definitely ask you that why we create main as a static in Java. So in the very next class, I'll sure discuss about all these problems, but I want before this, you should implement this program, you should run this program, and you should try to access this ABC instance variable inside main, and just try to see that what is the actual error which is coming, and try to explore this error onto the Google. So thank you very much for today. Thank you very much. We'll discuss these all things in the next class.